Hey everybody. In this video, we are going to cover proteins in a little more detail. So, as mentioned in the last video, proteins are polymers and they are made of amino acids. So, what is an amino acid? It is a subunit that is made of a carboxyl end and an amino end. And what differentiates the different types of amino acids? It depends on their R group. I just said a whole bunch of stuff. This is what I'm talking about. All right. So what do all of them have in common? They're going to have the amino end over here in pink. It's going to have the carboxyl end over here in blue, and it's going to have this little carbon hydrogen right in the middle here. These are all parts of every single amino acid. What differentiates amino acids? Well, these are all the same thing. But what's the R group? R stands for lack of a better term, random. It's not really what it stands for, but it's what I use to help me remember that. It means that there's something different going on there. It could be, maybe alanine, where you have a carbon and three hydrogens, right? Or it could be something much bigger, right? Like histidine, right? Where you have this structure coming off of it. So these structures that come off of this amino group, this CH and this carboxyl group, are going to be the R group. And that's what differentiates the different types of amino acids. There are 20 amino acids, and they are used to make every protein in our body. That's it. Only 20 amino acids. Best way I try to remember this is think of amino acids kind of like letters in the alphabet, right? We have 26 letters in our alphabet, yet we can make millions of words. Same idea going on here with amino acids. The difference is their words are way longer than those in the English language. Some of these words, some of these proteins can be hundreds or even thousands of amino acids long. So they can get very complex and they have a variety of functions. And every living thing on the planet uses proteins to create, um, their structures, right? Their anatomy. And it's very important. There are different levels to proteins, right? So we have the primary, secondary, tertiary, and quaternary orders. So in the primary level, this is just the amino acids that are used to form the peptides. Secondary level is when these amino acids start to fold up on each other. Tertiary level is when they start to create a more defined shape. And then the quaternary is when you have multiple polypeptide chains connected to one another. And that's what this image is here. The primary structure is all the amino acids in order, right? So what are the amino acids and what sequence are they in this protein? Then they're going to start to fold or coil. After that, these folds and coils start to take on different shapes, more three-dimensional, more detailed shapes. And then this will be a polypeptide. You take a bunch of polypeptides and put them together, such as right here, we have two of them, and that's one example of a protein. So you can see these can get very complex. Protein conformation and denaturation. So protein conformation refers to the overall shape of the protein. So if you change the shape of the protein, you will change its function. And that is something that is a theme amongst all of anatomy and physiology. Structure dictates function. So if you create, protein conformation is when you create the protein, you need to make sure that it is the correct shape. If something happens to that, it will not function correctly. And something happening to it is known as denaturation. So if something denatures, that means that the original shape, the shape that it's supposed to be, changes. And that could be for a number of reasons. It could be heat. It could be the change in pH. It could be something physical, right? And if that is the case, that will destroy the protein and it'll no longer work the correct way. All right. One phenomenal example of proteins in the body is that of enzymes. All right. So if you have enzymes in the body and you change their shape, it will change the way that it works in the body. Right. Protein functions in general in the body have many components and many different functions. As mentioned, we have enzymes. They can also be used for communication, provide membrane transport, cell recognition, protection, so on and so forth. Proteins are used for almost everything in the body, and they are extremely important. So, with that said, that is the function of proteins. And if you have any questions on that, please let me know.